Joey Badass has been one of the best and most underrated rappers that we've seen in the last 10 years. And I'm just currently craving a new Joey Badass project, so here are my top 10 best Joey Badass songs of all time. At number 10, I have Like Me featuring BJ the Chicago Kid off of Before the Money. I'm gonna ask you this. Why is Before the Money such an underrated Joey Badass album? Every line, every verse that Joey crafts on this project is damn near perfect. This song is just such a straight vibe, and I couldn't leave this off the list. And what puts the cherry on top for this song for me personally is the ad-libs that BJ the Chicago Kid has in the background while Joey's rapping throughout this whole song. Just the ad-libbing that he lays down is so smooth and beautiful. It's like it's part of the instrumental and really brings the whole thing together. Sonically, one of his best tracks, Like Me at number 10. At number 9, I have Waves off 1999. I can't believe Joey was only 17 years old when this song and this project was released. It really blows my mind. He's way ahead of his time. Love this instrumental. The guitar loop on here is insane. And it's just straight raw old school hip hop. A nostalgic song that takes us through the eyes of the beholder with Joey being the beholder. Number 8, I have Christ Conscious off Before the Money. Now this one might be a little controversial, not sure, but I absolutely love this track. I love this beat and how hard the delivery and the flow really goes. You know, when I think of Joey Badass, I think of chill, vibey, and wavy. And for me, this song was just a little bit of the opposite of that just because of how hard it really goes. And I think it was just so different for Joey that I really loved it when it came out in 2015. And it holds up today. At number 7, I'm going with Devastation off All-American Badass. You know, I just can't leave this song off the list. It really just shows so much growth for Joey, like sonically where he came from with 1999. The production on this track and this whole album really is outstanding. And you know, he shows off his singing, being able to belt a little bit. His vocal talent has improved over the last few years before that album was put out. And even though it is a little more mainstream, I just love the theme of, you know, his pre-famous days, talking about what it was like before money and talking about his trials and tribulations. Also, love that there's brass in the instrumental, and if you know me, I love it when there's brass, and you always get points for that. Number 6, I have Temptation off All-American Badass, kind of for the same reasons of Devastated. A little more mainstream, but I love this song so much, I can't lie. I love the intro and outro with Ziana, hope I'm saying that right, stating skin color should not matter with her personal worth. But the reason this one is over Devastated is because this specific chorus really just gets stuck in my head for days and days at a time. But love the message that skin color should not hold any weight for your personal worth. Love that so much. At number 5, I have Love Is Only a Feeling. And now this song came out as a single on its own, I do believe. But this is just a great sensual song from Joey. What else can I say about it? It's sexy, it's smooth, it's jazzy, just a great all-around song. And I feel like if you showed this song to pretty much anyone, they'll enjoy it or at least respect it. So pretty universally loved track. At number 4, I have On and On off of Before the Money. Now, first off, I absolutely love ballads, so this deep, profound piano within the instrumental on this track really gets me right off the bat. Love this instrumental so much. The features of Maverick Sabre and Diamond Lewis are great. They really understood the assignment on this one. Love the topic of friendship. You know, if you know me, if you know my music, I always talk about friendship. I think that's a topic that's not touched upon enough. But, you know, here he's talking about friendship and mourning the death of a friend, which can be relatable to many, unfortunately. But it's a very profound song that hits hard, hits you in the heart here, and I just really love this song a lot. So On and On at number 4. At number 3, I have Hard Knock off 1999. I think this might be one of his most underrated and underappreciated tracks. This gritty, old school sounding hip hop song with no glitz, no glamour, just straight storytelling hip hop, and especially with CJ Fly. You know, whenever CJ Fly and Joey Badass hop on a track together, that chemistry is just so hype. It's just there. They know how to make a great song together. And Joey's last verse in this track might be his best verse of all time. You know, the drum cuts at one point, and that part in the instrumental is amazing. His flow, delivery, rhyme schemes with his internal rhymes are insane. It really blows my mind, and this song, especially that last verse, should not go unnoticed. So Hard Knock at number 3. Coming in at number 2, I have Paper Trails off of Before the Money. Now, this song might be my favorite Joey Badass song of all time. You know, on this track, he says this was really supposed to be the intro for this album, so he really does talk about what life was like before the money, and that's always just such an interesting perspective coming from, you know, a celebrity of any kind. He even says that cash ruins everything around us. What an interesting thing to say. And how just our generation really focuses on materialistic shit when that's not the type of stuff we're supposed to be worrying about and just listening to and glorifying. You know, it's not really what matters in this life. And he just says we're trapped in that kind of system. So, you know, because of this track, it really made me realize how wise Joey Badass is. So Paper Trails at number 2, probably my favorite Joey song of all time. And at number 1, the best Joey Badass song of all time, I have to go with Survival Tactics off of 1999. This song has capital Steez on it. My God, this song is amazing. And what makes this song specifically amazing is just how diverse his flows and deliveries are from within the song. You know, he takes so many influences from old school artists like Pac and Biggie, and it's just so great to hear, you know, someone in this generation rap like that. Capital Steez absolutely kills his verse. Love how there's no hook. Once again, just raw and real rap. Once again, I love it in this song when the beat cuts a couple of times, really emphasizes those flows and those deliveries and the lyrics that we love so much within this track. It really is just so brilliant. And it's hard to believe that this song and a project like 1999 came out in 2012. It really does sound like it came straight out in the 90s, straight out of the golden age of hip hop. And that just shows how great Joey Badass's penmanship and storytelling skills really are. And I love to see someone that's my age rap like that, tell stories like that. So couldn't think of a better song to put at number 1 than Survival Tactics. But what is your top 10 best Joey Badass songs? What songs would you take out of my list? What songs would you put in? Or what would you switch around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming by. If you like this video, make sure to hit a like and subscribe to the channel if you love talking music just as much as I do. You can follow me on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter at EJSpark1. And as always, you know what it is. It's peace, love, I love s'mores. EJ, out.